Yes, peoples, welcome to Outrageous TV. Genie here.
Yes, now.
And we have some breaking news today. It has been confirmed official that Neymar has left Al Hilal and the internet is in absolute uproar. And I thought, you know what? I need to speak on this because I actually like Neymar. Neymar is one of my favorite modern players of all time. But the downfall, the disrespect, the heist, the money grab, we need to discuss it. But before I get into the fine tunes of that deal and why I think it was a money grab, let's talk a little bit about his history first and foremost. Stemming from his Brazilian boyhood club Santos, Neymar was what we would like to call an anomaly, a rare talent. When I first saw him play for Santos, I thought to myself, this isn't right. This guy's playing on a whole nother level, and he had the internet in an absolute uproar because he had that same flair and style as the one and only Ronaldinho. Now, if you know world football, Ronaldinho is one of the greatest players of all time and well loved by his country and his peers. And he had that similar style. And this is why I personally loved him, because he had that childlike way of playing football in such a systematic way. I remember watching some of his highlights and thinking to myself, this guy is automatically coming to Europe no matter what. There's no way he's coming to England straight away. There's no way. He can't handle that kind of cold. Let's be honest with ourselves here. In 2011, he was awarded the Puskas Award for his goal against Flamengo. And honestly, that goal was viral before viral was really a thing. I remember people in the football world talking about it for quite some time. And even I thought to myself, that is absolutely disgusting. The flair, the haircuts, the trickery. We knew he was going to be a star, right?
He ain't lying.
Then in June 2013, Neymar joined Barcelona. Now I knew, and I think we all knew, this was the perfect pairing. A Brazilian boy going to Barcelona. The two go hand in hand. It's like cheeseburgers and fries. His contract length was for 5 years, and during his 5-year career, he earned between $8 to $10 million a year, and he was part of one of the most dangerous, elusive, deadly, potent trios in world football history. Him, Neymar, Suarez. Now, if you watch my show, you know I don't like Suarez, and I have my reasons, but I will give credit where credit is due, and that trio was world class. Highlight reels are cool, but you had to see it in person. It was something serious. And in 2018, Neymar then left to go to PSG for a whopping, world record breaking $222 million signing. This was world record breaking at the time, and justified. He earned that paper. Why he left, I have my theories. I personally think he didn't want to be part of the trio. At that time, he was considered third leg in world history. He probably kind of wanted to go off and do his own thing. Like, not all band members last the test of time. Like, Michael Jackson had to go at some point. It was inevitable. And when that kind of money comes knocking at your door, 222 million, you kind of have to entertain it. This is good money, good team, decent league. Let's go out, show out and earn some corn. And unfortunately, he did catch some flack for that, because everyone thought that he left kind of early and whatnot. And I think the same thing too. But this is when people started to pay attention to the money and the reasons why. And it kind of took some of the joy out of why we love Neymar. It wasn't never about money per se. It was all about the love of football. That's the way he played. And when the first money grab came about, everyone was like, this guy's kind of, you know what I mean? He does like his money. He does like his lifestyle. He does enjoy and partake in some of his fruits, which is nothing wrong with that, but facts are facts. His time at Barcelona was 186 appearances, 105 goals, and I want to say 80 plus assists during that time. The boy was on fire, no doubt about it. His time at PSG was quite similar, but not as revered. 173 appearances, 118 goals and 77 assists. And I say this with no disrespect, but his talent in the France League, I would expect these types of numbers. And yes, his highlight reel at PSG was phenomenal. But the standard for his level of talent was just a little off, and people knew it and people saw it. And I think this is where the downfall began. You know that he severed certain ties within certain clubs. Some people didn't want him. Some people thought his off-field antics were a little too much, and his wages were absolutely astronomical.
Yes,
and this is when Al Hilal come knocking at the door. Now, may I say, when Al Hilal come at your door, you pay attention. Whether you take the deal or not, oh, you listen, you sit down and you have that conversation, because that conversation is life changing. It is generational wealth beyond generational wealth. It is money that is not really conceived in football. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some crazy numbers within the sport of football. 300 grand a week, 350 every week is money that most people can't comprehend, but you hear of it all the time. Then it becomes somewhat normalized, right? Al Hilal's contract was $200 million plus for 2 years. They provided him with a mansion of epic proportions, unlimited use of private jets, between the likes of 8 to 9 maids, housekeepers, servants and whatnot, chef, whatever he wanted, he desired. That contract, I would love to see that contract. I've seen some contracts in my time. My dad was an agent and I've been around the game of football for quite some time. But this contract right here, the sweetness, the cherries on top and the sweetness on this deal were ridiculous. Now this is where we get to the meat and bones of this conversation, right? 222 million, let's call it. Tax-free, by the way. Neymar has played a total of 7 or maybe 8 games during his tenure in the Saudi Pro League. 7 or 8 games. 222 million. If that's not the biggest money heist in football history, I don't know what is. An average footballer plays more than 7 games in pre-season before the season even starts. What's going on here? 7 games. Now, don't get me wrong. It wasn't like he was sitting back saying, I'm not playing, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. Torn Achilles and whatnot, big major injuries that take you out. Now, by no means am I saying he's a villain. By no means am I saying this was a plan of action to swindle money. But a heist is a heist, whether you mean it or not. 222 million plus perks, tax-free for 7 games is something we will never see again. Hopefully not. Now at the ripe old age of 32, 33, he's going to be returning back to his childhood club, Santos. And I personally think that's a beautiful thing. Most players would dream to go back to their childhood club to finish out their career. And a lot of Brazilians do. It's kind of tradition and I like it and I respect it. As a big fan of Brazilian culture and Brazilian players, you all know my favorite player of all time is R9. I really hope for him that he can finish his career on a high with Santos. I think that would be the icing on the cake for him and football as a whole. Because I think many people will look at this contract with Al Hilal as kind of a smear, kind of a stain on his career. Now let's not get it wrong, his career has been fantastic. He has had some highs and he has had some lows. But overall, having this kind of blip on your career, not many players really want. It comes with the game, it comes with the territory, it is what it is. I hope he goes on to score many great goals. I hope he goes on to create some memories for his hometown and his fans. Hopefully he stays injury free, which we doubt, but it is what it is. We will see what happens in the near future. Wishing you the best, mate. Hopefully you enjoy your spoils over there in your hometown and we will see what the future brings. I will be watching. I may pay a different subscription for this league, man. I need to see what's going on over there. If you've enjoyed the video, like, comment, share. I appreciate it greatly. Stay focused, stay blessed. Little more.